going on, guys? I'm Zacho from Killin Lifestyle. Now we got the truck about where we want. I got an idea for another project. And here it is, my John Deere Gator. I acquired it about a year ago, and it's just been hanging out here in my back barn. Well, it seems only fitting, if it says Killin It on it, I think we need to step its game up and really make it Killin It. It's a 2007 John Deere Gator DX. It's got all the bells and whistles, and by that I mean it's got headlights, and it's got a dump bed. Phase one is going to be a bath, because this thing is super dirty from sitting in my barn for the past year. It's actually in pretty good shape. But as of right now, that's pretty deceiving. This thing is not quite killing it. But overall, it looks pretty decent. A couple little things. Seats have definitely seen some better days. Kind of like rotted and fallen off. A little bit of paint issue in the floor. But other than that, it's great. Starts right up. Runs good. Lights work. And one thing that's particularly cool about this one, it's got the electric dump bed. Pretty bitchin'. Motor's all nice and clean now, nice and pretty. So it's time to make this thing actually be super killing. The end goal is to clean it up a little bit, make a couple improvements, so we got something cool to bomb around in at the truck shows, truck pools, RYC, some of the mud events. It's not going to be too practical for mudding itself. I mean, the belt is all exposed and the motor's all exposed. It doesn't really have any protection or skid plates at all. It's only two-wheel drive. So for starters, and actually it was my first thought when I even decided to begin this project, was how bitchin' would it be if this thing had train horns on it? So I gave my buddy Manny a call over at hornblasters.com. And he hooked me up with this thing. A little bit bigger than I was anticipating. When I first started texting him, kind of telling him my idea, how I want to add a couple things here and there, make this thing sweet. I was looking at the smallest one they have. Little 12-volt systems are like $100. Pretty cool. They'll do what you need to do. But Manny and the rest of the guys over at Horn Blasters, they don't do anything small. That's why we get along so well. They sent over this thing. This is their Rhino system. It's available on their website, www.hornblasters.com. Check them out. But comes with this. It's got the solenoid already built into it. All kinds of plumbing, wiring for the compressor, the fittings, everything you need. This is actually what impressed me the most with this system, is this tank compressor setup. It's already got a pressure gauge on it. It's already got a pressure switch. It's got the drain on the bottom. Everything you need in a very compact, tight little system. It's like the size of a roll of paper towels. It's got your 12-volt compressor and everything built right into one little unit. It's going to be perfect for an application like this. So I got an idea. I think this might fit under the seat, but I'll have to double check. But with these horns, man, you guys definitely outdid yourself. These things are freaking massive. They should sound really badass when they're on there. The only little hiccup I have is where in the hell am I going to put them? Now Manny wanted me to just mount these things right on the roof. That's not super killing it. Super killing it is when you're cruising by on your basically a golf cart and no one has any idea you have a horn like this and you hit the button and scare the living shit out of them. That's super killing it. So in addition to the train horns, the new seats, next thing I want to do is some underglow. So I got a couple of these Rigid Industries 400 raw lumens cool white LED lights. I've got 17 of these things on the monster truck. Very well versed in how they work and how bright they are. So I think a couple of these underneath will definitely make it look super killing it at night. The final thing I want to do is some kind of a sound system, because no one likes to party in the quiet. Though we will have train horns that will, without a doubt, blow women's clothes off. Got to have something where we can bump some tunes when we're cruising around. Just makes everything a lot more fun. What I'm kind of leaning towards, actually for economical reasons, is I have one of those stealth sound bars that it's like a light bar and it's got all the speakers in it. It's Bluetooth. I actually had one of those in the grill of the truck for the longest time and pulled it out of there right before our last truck pool, because I didn't want to have any overheating issues. Seeing as how that obviously didn't make any damn difference because we had exhaust gas temperatures up to 1978 degrees. If y'all didn't check that video out, take a look. Had that pipe glowing freaking red. Anyways, I pulled that sound bar out of there and it's just been sitting over there in the corner of my barn. So I'm thinking we'll probably just mount that to the roof because it's quick, simple, sounds pretty good, and I think it'll do the job. So without further ado, it's time to figure out where in the hell we're gonna put these horns, because that's gonna be the biggest step, I think, is mounting this whole train horn system. So after careful examination of all the space we have, these son of bitches aren't gonna fit anywhere the way they are. They are too damn big, and I'm not putting them on the roof. I want them to be hidden. If I tried 50,000 different configurations, maybe not, a whole bunch of configurations, and these things will not fit anywhere. So Manny, you might want to turn off your video right now because you're not gonna like what I got to say. These things are coming apart. I'm gonna have to build individual mounts, and that's what's gonna have to happen. I'm sure if you guys are still watching over at Horn Blasters, you're cringing at the thought, but there's nothing I can do about it. These things are too freaking big and badass, okay? But look at the bright side. When I'm done, I'm gonna have a freaking man horn on my damn side-by-side, tell you that. Now that we got the horns apart, I gave the mad scientist a call and explained the idea. So we're heading over to his machine shop to see if we can fab up to get these babies mounted up. Brian was busy, so we said to take whatever we need, and I think this is what we need. Now it's time to cut them up, start machining them out. So I just got back from Brian's machine shop, and not too bad if I say so myself. I was trained by a professional, can't take total credit, but these things are kind of bitching. So what I did is I basically just took pieces of Brian's scrap aluminum and drilled out mounting holes for each of these horns, and then a pass-through hole. So the air will come through this hole and come out here into the horn. You see, so my rubber gasket will sit right on here like so. Bam, look at that. They line right up, Brian. You see that? Man, a professional machinist, I tell you. Almost couldn't even say it right. Anyways. Bam. I'll horn them out on there just like that. I have to go ahead and tap this hole so I can put one of these pipe fittings in it. This will sit in here like so. And then bam, I can individually mount each horn. How's it going to get air, you might ask? Well, my handy dandy distribution block that I built when I was at the machine shop too. Got 3 holes in the top, 1, 2, 3. Gonna have to tap each of them so they'll get a fitting as well. So I have an air line coming from here, going to each horn. And then on the end, we're gonna take my solenoid, tap it so this will screw right in like this. So bam, when I hit that go juice button, brother, there's gonna be air flying through here so fast and people ain't gonna know what happened before they're shitting in the britches. Get all that? Pretty sweet, man. I'm getting a little fired up. This is gonna be sick. Actually gonna have real train horns on my 2007 John Deere Gator. Tell you that. So I did some looking around on exactly where these are gonna go, and I've got a pretty good idea. So now it's just gonna be a matter of cleaning each of these blocks up so these seals fit nice and snug on there. We don't have any air leakage. You're not gonna get any cool sounds when there's air squirting on the side. I'd be like that. So the first thing for starting to take this baby apart so I can get all this stuff in here, I don't have a bunch of shit in my way, is get rid of these seats. That was hard. This one too. sucked, but just like my dad always says, once you get past the smell, you've got her licked. Got each one of my blocks here. Basically the idea here, like I said before, the air hose will go here, the horn will sit right on here, and that hole will distribute the air into the bell. Super killing it. So now I gotta go through and find specific mounting locations for each one of these parts. Just like that, we are done. Got each of the horns mounted. Kind of a tight squeeze, but got my distribution block, my solenoid. I was able to fit that tank down underneath that seat. Everything fits in there nice and snug. Okay, we got all the horns hooked up. Air compressor's good to go, solenoid's good to go, distribution block. We get to finally hear what we've been working with. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Oh boy. So now that the train horns are done, I'm gonna take a little break from the Gator and get focused back on the mega truck. We got a big mud bog coming up this weekend at Plant Bamboo over in Okeechobee. So I want to give everything a good once over. Last weekend we were pushing her to her limits. If you didn't see that video, check it out. We were roasting the hell out of them tires all night long. Pretty sick. So I want to make sure I don't have any unexpected surprises when we go to start hitting the mud. I do want to get the Gator wrapped up in the next week or so because I want to bring it with us to the Daytona truck meet. We've got a Killin It lifestyle booth there, so if you guys are around, come by and check us out. We'll have our hats for sale, our shirts. We'll have both the trucks on display. We'll have the Killin It truck, and we'll have Brian's big red GMC. The thing is badass. Built LS motor, 1,000 horsepower. It's like 1,100 horsepower or something like that. It's fucking nuts. So that's all I got for now, but hopefully we'll see you guys at one of the upcoming events. If y'all enjoyed the video, subscribe to our channel. Hit that button right there. While you're at it, hit the like button at the bottom of your screen. You can also check out our website, KillinItLifestyle.com. There you can follow the Killin It crew and order your own apparel so everyone will know you're super. Killin' it!